What's going on, guys? Danny Lanier Lawn Care. Today you want leaves, we got leaves, but we got a better surprise for you. We're going to be demoing and using this FB 3000 series from FERRIS, the big boy. Now if you watched my FB 1000 video, that thing was great for how small and compact it was. Now we're going to see what the big monster is actually made of. So lots of leaves in this video. If you're in the Kansas City area, I do want to say, reach out to Alex Derryberry on Instagram, and I will put that here. I'll put it right down here somewhere so you can see it. And go over to Instagram, check it out, see if FERRIS is something that could be right for you. And if so, well, this is the guy that you want to talk to when it comes to getting your demo or demoing a unit that you might be interested in. So go check him out. Alex, I really appreciate you for, well, let's bring him in here. Yes, so I appreciate you for bringing this out. Alex has went out of his way to do a lot of these demos for me so I can get these videos out for y'all, especially the FW15. He even went out of his way and put a mulch kit on his personal mower that he bought, that push mower, and you know, just so I could show y'all what mulching capabilities that mower was made of. Now let's show you an aerial view of this property, and then let's jump into the video. What's going on, guys? So that's the cleanup, and I want to talk a little bit about this FB 3000. And we've got Glenn here. He's the cleanup leaf master of Kansas, and well, I think he does some of Missouri too, don't you?
I do a little bit.
And I mean, if you can't tell, he's got the biggest billy goat they make, and all this great equipment. But he bought one of these last year, the billy goat, pretty much exact same thing. And so I wanted to bring him into the video and talk about, you know, some of the things that I am going to overlook because I don't use this, and he just does leaves out the yin yang. So when it comes to knowing this thing inside and out, well, this is the guy that I'm going to have tell you about every pro and con there is to this thing in his honest opinion. So I'll let you just take it away, because me personally, I mean, I've got a couple of cons to it, but we'll see if you go over them or if you find them even a con. And so I'll let you have at it.
Yeah, so I've had mine for about a year. I do enjoy it. It really speeds things up. You know, the downside is, you know, it's $12,000–$13,000, so that's considerable investment. But it can easily replace, you know, a guy or two. So that's helpful. I find that, you know, I'll use it, hop off of it. It's awesome that the brake automatically comes on. It doesn't shut off. It's real responsive, so I'll be cruising along and I'll get to a spot and then I just jump off and it never misses a beat. So I really like that. One of the cons is that, you know, when I pull this into my shop, the fan never shuts off. So even with the dampers are closed, you're still getting some wind coming out of there. So it creates kind of a dust hassle, at least for me. One thing I think they could do better, and I just was talking to the FERRIS rep about this, is that I think they should change the little rubber bushings in here, much like they have on some of the other mowers like Wright. This is just a triangular hard rubber piece. You're not getting much give on this at all. I own a Wright, and I like my ZK because it has 4 of them down there, and if you want a softer ride, then you can remove 2 of them. One of the things that happened to me this week, which I had never heard about, I watch a ton of YouTube videos. Mine broke down this week on a property. It wouldn't go forward. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I went to looking at it, trying to figure out why it wasn't working. And I opened up this panel over here. And basically what you've got down here in this panel, I found out, is the battery. And then you're getting the hydros and everything back there too. So what had happened in mine is that it had filled completely up, jam-packed with leaves and debris and dust, and it wouldn't allow it to engage and go forward. So basically we tried to blow it out. What I did learn later on that night when I went back to the shop, there's a panel underneath here. It's got 4 bolts that you can pull out down there that exposes this panel down here, and then you can also just remove this back panel with these 2 bolts right through here, and allows you to get in there and get that all cleaned out. So that's something I wasn't aware of. It's not in the owner's manual. I had never heard about it, so be careful about that. I do like it's got the 3 directional, you know, the forward and both sides. I really like this side, probably is my favorite. I will have my backpack blower on here, and I can drive this thing one-handed, and I've got this blowing out on this side, and it really kind of helps dig and get things up and get things moving. So I definitely like that. I've really not had any maintenance issues with mine other than not knowing about the buildup down in through there. I changed the oil. I think it's on this side over here. It's super easy to get to. The filter's right there as well, so that's couldn't be any more convenient. You know, there's a couple zerks in the casters on the front. Just, you know, grease those up every now and again. Check the tire pressure in there. But yeah, so overall I like it. It's made me considerably faster turning around my jobs. And it really is just like having another guy or two.
So one thing you were talking about was you need to check your air filter quite frequently, because it gets a lot of
just like that
debris in there.
Yeah, just like down in the bottom there that I was showing you. Good. These things really.
Now we've cleaned this one
out, but it really gets built up around through here. You can take this off, wash that, let it dry out, and you can put that back on. And then from time to time, I will just take this off and blow out that filter as well. But you know, during the day or whatnot, I try and make sure at least once to take this off real quick and blow it out.
So now one thing that I think they should consider, which is one of my cons on the FB 1000 as well, is well, there's two, well, the major one is this right here is there's no gas gauge once again. And you know, I mean, look at all this debris in here that, you know, you take the risk of, you got to blow this out every time to see how much gas you have. Now I think that's just the dumbest thing that somebody could do is give, this is what, $14,000, and they can't give a fuel hand on it somehow, some way. Like, I feel like that's just a huge con to me. You own one. What's your take on it, I guess? Does it affect you in any way? Or I mean, is it something that, I mean, apparently it didn't stop you from buying the machine, but it's something that I feel that we should have on the machine.
I would agree. That was one of the first things I noticed. So it's a little bit different. I don't really carry a regular gas can during mowing season because my mower holds like 13 gallons of gas. But with this, you have to make sure, because you can't see how much gas you have, and when it's hard to look in there, it's extremely dark, so you can't really see how much is in there. So it's one of those things, I always have to make sure it's full when I start the day, and then also have a regular gas
there's
can.
Really it's really dark in there.
Yeah, you can't see how much is in there. So that is, I would agree. I do like, one of the things I do really like, I do like the headlight. I use that on a regular basis.
How bright is that at night?
Believe it or not, it's pretty bright. Yeah. It'll really help you get that last minute job at the end of the day.
And that's something that some of these other companies don't have, is, you know, lights on it. And another thing we was talking about is, you know, this is pretty much direct shaft driven, I guess. It's not PTO driven. So, you know, I mean, to where other ones, you shut the PTO off and, you know, you move on, but you can't get off the platform when you do that. You can't use, you know, so it's really the pros and cons of every machine is different. Which one's better for you, I guess, per se. But I mean, this thing is, as you've seen, a absolute total beast. I mean, this big property, we had 2 of these pretty much, and then backpack blowers going, and then the Billy Goat walk behind, and I mean, we were here an hour and a half.
Yeah. So
I mean, it went very, very fast by all means. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope this helps you. And you know, the FB 3000 is definitely a great purchase if, like Glenn said earlier, if you've got the clients that do this, then this is something great for you. If you do big commercial properties, this may be great for you. But if you're a smaller guy and you're just getting into something like this, well, this probably ain't going to be the machine you buy. You might be looking at the, you know, the FB 1000, or maybe one of these walk behind Billy Goat blowers or something like that. But that's going to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.